Welcome, fight fans, to the debut of the Coyote style DeArrest Kata. A little context behind this kata. This kata was invented back in my youthful days to defend against certain individuals who may want to grab you from a certain position, and within that position attempt to place cuffs or other types of restraints upon you. Once again, this move is for self-defense purposes. The practitioners of Coyote style do not endorse any type of violence from one individual onto another individual. Once again, this is for self-defensive purposes only. Use this move responsibly. Don't try this at home, and play nice. So going over the move from the front view, you're going to start off in a neutral positions with your feet, shoulder width length apart, your arms down to your side. Then you're going to raise your arms as if someone was commanding you to raise your hands to the sky. Like stick 'em up, cowboy. And from this position, you are going to allow the other party to come within arm's distance of you. At this point, you're going to take your raised hands and you're going to make a hook like motion with your index and your middle fingers, and also your thumbs. You're going to use that as another grip. You don't exactly have to use a hook type situation for this. This is just some 7-Star Mantis stuff that I picked up. If you've never practiced Kung Fu before, you might just want to skip the hooks and just use your entire palm, your entire hand. I'm just using the hooks for style points basically. But anyway, you're going to take your palms and then you're going to turn your wrist inwards in a grabbing type motion. From here, you're going to use that motion to grab on to the hands or the wrist of your opponent. You're going to sink that in really quickly, and then you're going to take your arms and pull your opponent in towards you. At this point, you want to keep all your weight on your left leg or whatever leg that you have that is to the back of you. You're going to have all the weight on that back extended leg. And then once your opponent is fully pulled in, you're going to quickly whoosh, shove your opponent back forward. You're going to use that kinetic momentum and push your opponent out of the way. Afterwards, you can follow up with some sort of attack, or you can run the fuck away. It's always better to not fight than to fight, especially if you're not getting paid for the fight. Like, if you're in a street fight, right? Why fight? You're not getting paid. You probably don't have health insurance. It's probably best to use that tactic as a temporary diversion to get the slip and then just get the fuck out of there. But do whatever you feel comfortable doing. Keep in mind, this is just one version of the DeArrest Kata. There are various different variants which are in my head as we speak. I just have not gotten them into film format yet. Of course, with any technique, there are pros and cons. The cons to this technique that I don't like is, I don't know, it feels a little bit unguarded after a certain point. Like, you grab, you sink your wrist in, cool. You bring your opponent inwards, cool. But at that point, when you're pushing off, I don't know, I feel like certain things could probably be done not better, but differently. So that's what the variants of the DeArrest Kata are for. This is just one variant. There are many variants depending on how you feel comfortable as a person, and things of that nature. So at some point, if fucking procrastination does not get the better of me, I will probably post those variants. Keep in mind, I should have posted this like months ago, but procrastination. Hopefully, we can get some of these variants out. Blah 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 and blah blah blah. To conclude, to quote a awesome dude by the name of Jerry Springer, please take care of yourselves and each other.
Counters.